Hey dude, we're going to catch a wave at Rincon on this edition of Beer Guys TV.
If you're looking for serious, in-depth beer information, well, you're listening to the wrong show. But if you want fun and entertaining beer information, you've come to the right place. It's another Beer Guys TV podcast.
And we're back, dudes.
We're back.
Okay, we're just not real hardcore Californians, are we? Yeah.
No. And especially the surfer type.
Yeah. Catch a wave and you're sitting on top of the... Okay.
I'm a little bit more like the whale type.
Yeah, you and I, we don't have that surfer body.
No.
Yeah, so the chicks won't be digging us. So.
Oh, they might be digging us up.
Yeah. Well, from about...
Exactly, from out of the sand.
Well, Rincon, the reason I was, of course, talking about that, all about that is Rincon Brewing in that Rincon area, which is a popular surfing area of California. Now, you were just out there, Shane. And,
my wife and I were out there visiting some of her family, and we happened to do some, at the same time, visit a few breweries. One of them was, I guess, Rincon.
Rincon Brewing, out of the Ventura Carpinteria?
Ventura.
Carpintinia.
No.
Well, I bet you I have a way of finding it out.
Yeah, why don't you look that up?
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up there, right there.
But we visited the place and we had lunch there.
Oh, they had food too.
Yeah, they had food.
Oh, good.
And it was really good. It's a really nice place. In Ventura, I guess it's relatively new, a few years old. And I did try a couple of their brews.
Yeah.
Of course, I was pacing for the day because that wasn't the only stop.
Oh, so you got to get always moderation is the key.
Right.
Yeah. Carpinteria or Terria, Carpinteria and Ventura.
Okay.
So anyway, we don't probably mess that up somehow. But anyway, that's out there. I know where Ventura is. I've been there. I had a good friend that was from there. He was a surfer dude.
Oh.
And so I guess that is the home of the largest right wave in the world.
Oh,
not versus the wrong wave or the left wave, I don't know, but it's the home of the largest right wave in the world, right there in that Rincon area. So there you have it. So you learn something.
I guess
always something new here on Beer Guys TV. So for you non-surfers, there you go. And that is a whole lifestyle out there, is the whole surfing thing and all that, which is really cool. And it's a beautiful area along the ocean there, and you can sure understand why. But I could see where craft breweries would mesh right in there.
There's a lot of them.
Are there?
Yeah. Now, when I was at the brewery, I did get a chance to talk to the brewmaster.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
In fact, I think we'll roll that clip.
Oh.
And in the meantime, we'll pour this one out. And this is actually one that
we won't pour it out, actually.
Well, out into the glass,
okay.
out of the can.
I just want to clarify that. No. Okay. All right. That sounds good. This one is Dos
Arboles.
Huh?
Dos Arboles.
Dos Arboles.
Dos Arboles.
A Pilsner.
And I'm sure, it's a Pilsner, which is...
It'd be Dos, not Das, just,
Oh.
It's not a computer program. It's Dos, like Dos Equis,
well,
but
I'm saying it the Minnesotan way.
Yeah, Dos Arboles there then.
Dos Arboles.
There then. Okay.
Dos Arboles.
Okay.
Okay, so then when I asked the brewmaster, which one would you like to highlight on a show? And he said this one.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's actually really popular out there.
If it's recommended by the brewmaster, can't go wrong with that, right?
Exactly.
So, and of course, when we're all done, are we going to give it the old rating, or are we just going to talk about it?
We can rate it.
Okay, and it's buy it, try it, or skip it.
Right.
So there you go.
So let's roll the tape.
Let's do it.
Hi, this is Shane Zuppman from Beer Guys TV, and I'm with Chaz from Rincon Brewing in Ventura, California. Yep. And I'm out here with my wife. She's visiting some family. So we thought we'd visit some breweries today. And Chaz, tell us a little bit about Rincon Brewery.
We are about 4.5 years old. We started up in Carpinteria. We have a small pub up there, with a 15-barrel brew house, 7 15-barrel fermenters. It's a little bit over 100 barrels of fermentation space. And we wanted to expand. California liquor laws allowed us to have multiple locations under a license.
Nice.
So we opened a second brewery down here in Ventura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I noticed you have a lot of different brews on tap and a lot of different styles. How many do you have going right now?
Geez, we have 25 taps. All of them are full at the moment.
Wow.
2 of those are guest taps. One's a hard kombucha and the other's a Jun for the gluten intolerant people out
Okay.
there.
Okay.
But the rest are all Rincon beers, so 23 Rincon beers on tap.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and I see you have a lot of IPAs. Now, IPAs are one of my favorites. Is that what you specialize in? Kind of what you do the most of?
We do a lot of IPAs. That's
Okay.
definitely the high volume market these
Sure,
days.
sure.
And what's really fun is IPAs have become such a broad category in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
You know, the older style IPAs, a lot of caramel malts,
Yep.
to these new hazy IPAs with very little caramel malts, if none,
Okay.
and everything in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite beer? What do you like to go to?
I've really been liking our Pilsner lately. It's just a very, very simple grain bill, simple hops. Our Pilsner that we have on now, the Dos Arboles, is very, I would say, more towards a traditional German style.
You know, and I had one of those because I've not had a Pilsner that was brewed with the Mexican lager yeast. And it's, to me, a kind of a mix of a German Pilsner with a Corona or
Correct.
that kind of a thing. And it's kind of it's quite refreshing. It's got a lot of body to it, considering it's a Pilsner. And I thought the flavor was delicious.
Oh, thank
So
you.
yeah, that was one of the ones I tried that was different than what I could get from in Minnesota. And there's a lot of German breweries in Minnesota.
Sure.
But that was a good mix.
Oh, thanks.
I also tried the Sand Spit IPA, and that one was quite refreshing. It had a little bit of a citrusy, very low alcohol, very sessionable. I like that one, and I like sessionable IPAs because a lot of times I'm driving or I'm out and about, and so I take it easy on those, and I'll take the heavier beers home with me in the crawlers. Now I see you guys do canning. Do you guys distribute those locally?
We do. We have distribution through Ventura, Santa Barbara, and San Luis Obispo counties.
Okay.
And yeah, cans are out there. Fairly small runs on those.
Sure.
Most of our push now is draft product.
Yeah.
But we're growing into the canning segment.
Okay, cool. And then you distribute your beers locally in kegs, I'm assuming?
Correct.
Great.
Yep.
All right, well, so where can if our audience is in California,
Yep.
where can they find your brews around the state or locally?
Yeah, I would say typically like the Ventura, Santa Barbara, and San Luis Obispo counties.
Okay.
Right now, our main focus up until now has mostly been in-house sales.
Okay.
With 2 restaurants that consumes a lot of our product. We're just now starting to break out into the draft market. There's a couple spots. Definitely ask for us if you're in our neck of the woods. Can't really think of any off the top of my head at the moment, but yeah.
All right, so if you're in California and those counties, check out Rincon Brewing. And thank you, Chaz, for giving me a behind-the-scenes look at Rincon Brewing. And until next time, beers to ya.
We know that one serving just isn't enough, so there's more Beer Guys TV on tap and coming up.
Beer Guys TV brings you beer reviews and beer-related information in a fun and clean, entertaining way. Our website is a combination of beer articles, reviews, products, videos, and now podcasts too. And you can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Check those out. Please take a moment to visit our sponsors as well and tell them that you heard about them or saw them right here on Beer Guys TV. That will allow us to continue to bring you entertaining beer reviews and other fun stuff your way. And remember to enjoy your beer in moderation, never drink and drive, and always use a designated driver. That way you'll be around to enjoy more beer tomorrow. Hey, thanks for listening. And now, back to the show. Hey, we are back. We've been catching a wave here, but actually we've been catching a beer. And that's what it's all about here. Yeah, good interview. Good job. But that was fun, huh?
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. It sounds like a fun guy and some neat stuff going on there. So, in the meantime, while the interview was going on, you and I got a chance to taste this.
We did. I'm going to keep tasting.
Oh, yeah. And you're allowed. Hey, that's what we do here on Beer Guys TV. Now, again, we rate our beers. Try it, buy it, or skip it, and we rate it. We kind of call them as we see them, and your opinion may vary. Feel free to log on to our Facebook page and tell us otherwise, or Twitter, whichever you prefer, or any of the rest. So, we were talking about this beer while the interview was playing, and you can kind of, you get that, it's got a Mexican lager yeast in it, and you kind of pick up on that. And you also get the Pilsner angle of it with the hop. It's got a nice little edge to it. Refreshing kind of a beer. Look, it seems like very sessionable.
It's very light. You know, not heavy at all when you have it. Nice, well, like today, a nice hot summer day.
Yep. It may not look warm here, but it is.
It is warm.
Yeah.
But it's a great tasting beer. But it's their version of a German Pilsner, but yet for the area. I mean, the Southern California area is kind of home to those Coronas and those types of beers.
Yep.
You know, the style is loved in that area.
Yep.
And this is one of their most popular beers. I'm gonna rate this thing, but I'm gonna call it a buy it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Especially, you know, I'm not much of a Corona fan.
Right. Yep.
Because it's just maybe too light.
Yeah, yeah, and it doesn't have.
There's no body to it.
Yeah, yeah. It's.
But
I know people that love it, but it's not my thing either.
But a crafty beer like this, there's some good bite to this. There's that German background. The Pilsner. You can definitely taste the Pilsner in there, but that Mexican yeast, really
gives
gives it an edge and kind of a solid bite.
And it's 5.6 on the ABV and 28 on the IBUs. So you got just enough edge on the hop side of it and stuff, and then the 5.6 is very, pretty decent, fairly light there.
Yeah.
So.
I don't have any, but I think it would be good with a lime in it.
You might, yeah. Yep. I know, obviously, that's the big thing with Corona. Everybody's got to put the lime in it and do the upside down. Half of that, I think, is a gimmick.
Well, of course.
But for some beers, it does make a difference, and this one might just be one of them. Yeah. So you can see it's very, very light. I don't know if you can see that. So you can see it's for those that don't like the big heavy beers, this will be right up your alley. And if you're going to go out and catch a wave, well, one of these, and you can still, I think, hit the water. After that, well, then, I don't know. You're on your long board, like I have any clue what I'm talking about, and go out and paddle out and, catch a tube. Isn't that the tube where you're in the tunnel there? Isn't that called the tube?
Yeah,
I give up.
That's in England.
That's a train. That's a different kind of tube. And not an inner tube either. But anyway, I'll quit with my attempt to know what I'm talking about when it comes to surfing. So you gave it a buy it.
I buy it, yeah.
It's a good, definitely like today. It's a pretty hot day here, and while it doesn't look like California, and it's probably a little more humid than it was out there probably. I would give this a strong try it.
All right.
And that's no knock on it at all. This is actually I kind of. When you told me about it, I kind of thought, we'll see how this goes. I like it. I would definitely, if you were to offer me another, I would take it. So,
well, there might be another one in the fridge.
What a guy! That's why he's the producer, folks. You see, and I'm just the minion. Anyway, so well, very good. Yeah, I would give it a strong try it, and you check it out and see what you think. If you're out in Southern California along the coast, you're driving your Woody. Does anybody even have a Woody?
I don't know.
And maybe that's a subject I shouldn't even be talking about. Listening to your Beach Boys tunes. No, if you're heading out there in that area, certainly stop in at Rincon Brewing.
Oh yeah.
Got 2 locations where it sounds, Ventura and Carpinteria.
I don't think I can see that from there.
That other place. And check it out and tell them the beer guy sent you. But again, a good interview, Shane. That was fun. And thank you. And thanks for bringing some beer back from California.
Oh yeah, you bet.
Yeah, there you go. Well, but I guess that's going to wrap it up for this Beer Guys TV BrewCast. Until next time, beers to ya. Catch a wave and I know. Now I got the.
Beer Guys TV reminds you to drink responsibly, never drink and drive, and always use a DD. Be sure to expand your beer list by trying something different. Remember to check out BeerGuysTV.com and find us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for listening to this Beer Guys TV podcast. Sponsor messages you hear on our podcast are paid endorsements unless otherwise stated. These messages help us bring Beer Guys TV to you. We encourage you to support our sponsors so that we may continue to provide quality entertainment and information. Our reviews are honest opinions. Your opinion and taste may vary. We encourage you to try beers and products for yourself and form your own opinions. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us what beer you like and send us your suggestions for us to review. You can contact us at beerguystv@gmail.com.